Down through here is Nichols Lake, the falls that we're going to end up at. This is where they dump into. It's a nice lake. A lot of people skied on it when it's smooth. Of course, now it's covered in snow. People are too lazy to shovel it off by the looks of it. Nice spot though. Never tried it, but looks like a nice spot for trout down here. So, here's what the whole point of this walk is today is my sister and her family gave me this for Christmas. I've never had an MRE, military ration. I don't know what the E stands for. Military ration E. Eatable? Anyway, I've never had an MRE before. I did see an American one once, which had a pretty cool heating pad in it, basically a chemical pad that you use to cook your food. That's why I opened this. This is a Canadian version, and I wasn't sure if this had it or not, and it doesn't. So what they do is they give you matches, and you're supposed to light a fire and cook it yourself. I'm going to wimp out, and I brought my little cooking stove with me. I'm going to use that instead. So this is a lamb and vegetable stew, menu number 19. I assume there's a list of them, and this is number 19 on it. Oh, like us on Facebook. Huh. Who knew you could like the military ration people? I don't know where that would go to. Military website, maybe? Anyway, let's see what we got in here. Like I say, I opened this. Everything's back in it. Maybe not packed exactly the same, but everything's in it that was originally. As I said, I was just looking to see if I had to bring something to cook with. So what do we got? We got the lamb and vegetable stew. It's got ingredients and nutrition facts on it. It's 220 calories per pack. So before we unpack the rest of it, let's get this cooking. Get some snow melting here. So you saw my waterfall shot earlier. That's just down, not just, about a kilometer down over the hill from here. My plan was to kind of sit along that river and do this, so I'd have water. Obviously not right by the waterfall, you wouldn't be able to hear me. But everywhere I tried to get down by the water, it was just too snow-covered and slippery. Yeah, you would have had video of me falling in the river for sure. This little pot set, speaking of things that people have given me, I always like to make sure I mention gifts when I use them. My niece gave me this years ago, and I use it whenever I go backpack type camping. Very lightweight, aluminum little case, so it's got a pot and a cover, which I also use as a bowl, a spoon, or a mug. And then my little tiny backpacking. Backpacking stove that I've got here as well, which was not a gift. Yeah, so I've got this little plastic base that I got. Makes it a lot more sturdy, especially if you have a bigger pot on. This one not so much, but even on ground like this, I don't really have to worry about it too much. Just plunk her down and give it to her. Light myself on fire here. Alright, so while that's melting down, we get some boiling water. Obviously melting snow is not the fastest way to get boiling water, but it works. Okay, so what's this look like inside? Heating instructions not applicable to fruit. Cooking instructions. Place unopened pouch in pot of boiling water. Return water to boil and heat for 5 minutes. Remove pouch, open it notches, and serve. That's pretty much what I figured. Alright, so that's our main course. Sliced apples. Apple salt. So I don't know if this is supposed to be heated. Is this heated? Yes, it is heated. Okay. Oh no, heating instructions not applicable to fruit. This is fruit, so you don't cook it. I was wondering maybe if it was like the inside of an apple pie, like an apple pie without the crust. But it must just be fruit meant to be cold. Okay, there's our dessert. What else do we got? Got a hamburger bun. That'll be the bread, I guess. I can use it to sop up my juices and whatnot from my stew. Yum yum. What do we got here? Got a grape sports drink. Add contents to beverage bag and mix with 250 milliliters of water. Okay. I did bring a little mug because I wasn't sure how. This must be the beverage bag. Beverage bag. Pour beverage powder in bag. Add water to recommended fill line. Zip closed and shake well. Oh. Easy breezy. You can just drink it right out of that, I guess, if you're off in the woods, but since I have a mug, I may as well use it, I guess. Alright, so that's our drink. Nice. What else do we have? Good boy, buddy. Tropical trail mix. Much to say about trail mix, pretty self-explanatory. Oh, coffee crisp. It's funny, I didn't expect them to have commercial stuff for some reason. I thought it would be all military. What else do we got? Good boy, buddy. Yeah, good boy, Ranger. Yeah, you know, it's always snowy, buddy. It's always snowy. Don't worry, we'll get going here in a minute, buddy. What we got here? Raspberry jam. Oh, maybe that's... I can have that on my hamburger bun, I guess. And peanut butter. I could make yourself a little sandwich if you were so inclined. I guess they kind of have to make this for all kinds of picky people, don't they? Somebody might not like lamb stew on lamb stew day. I'm trying to guess what that is. I have no idea what that is. Before I read it. Don't know. Teriyaki beef jerky. Nice. Oh, that'll be good. So I've got some, there's 2 drinks, 2 grape drinks. I didn't realize that. So I've got some trail mix and some beef jerky and a chocolate bar, which I guess you could just, if you didn't want to eat everything at once, since you already have a meal and a dessert, you could just kind of throw those in your pocket and eat them as you're throughout the day between meals. It's a lot of food for one meal. Sweet and creamy coffee. Nice. Nescafe, sweet and creamy coffee. Choices of drinks. Try them both. And a bunch of little stuff in here. What do we got? Just leave it in the bag. Get in here and go through it. Some snow. Okay, what do we got? We have a breath mint, I assume. Does it say? No, a compressed napkin. Just add water. Oh, like those little dinosaur things you used to have as a kid. Definitely doing that. Fun. What do we got? We have Tic Tacs. Oh, more commercial stuff. We have Tabasco sauce. Nice. Although, to be honest with you, I don't know if it goes with lamb stew. Not sure. Probably won't use that. Bring it home. Tic Tacs after we eat. Freshen up our breath. We've got matches to start our fire. Got a spork. Spoon fork combo. Nice. And a non-compressed napkin. Just a normal napkin. Or I guess you could spread it out to eat on. Like a placemat. Start your fire. Whatever. Use the napkin, I guess. Alright. So. Pack all this up. It's not all going to be garbage. I'll take some out, but I'm not going to eat it all. I'm going to have 2 grape drinks. I might have the coffee. The grape drink just to try it. Leave this stuff out. Alright. So for starters, while we're waiting for this to boil, how you doing, buddy? Getting chilly? Getting chilly sitting on your bum, sitting on your bum in the snow. Before this is all boiling, let's see what our serviette looks like. Look at that. Oh, that'll be nice to. If you were, keep in mind, I'm just some joker in the woods doing this for fun. If you were actually in the military and, you know, had been on the go all day, packing gear or hanging out in a desert or whatever, how nice would it feel to get wiped down? To get wiped down, like somebody's doing it for you. To wipe yourself down with a nice moist toilet. Nice. Over here, hang it up for later. Okay. Oh, I didn't have it up all the way. Okay, let's get some bips and bops out of there. Spider. The hell is there a spider in the snow? Let's throw one more handful in. That should be plenty. Okay, now I just gotta wait for this to boil. So while that is doing that, I'm gonna make myself a peanut butter and jam sandwich. I'm not going to use this on stew. I'm very curious. So, hamburger bun, before I pull this out, like in my mind, this would just be a squished up, horrible piece of hard bread. Ooh. What's this? Do not eat. No, that's a keep fresher thing. looks pretty good. It's a little bit squished, obviously, but not bad at all. Nice. Good boy, buddy. Yeah, what you got there, Ranger? Yeah, we'll give Ranger some. We'll give Ranger some. Yes, we will. Yes. Cutting things open on my leg. Very safe, Ranger. Very safe, yeah. Let me forget that's in that pocket so it doesn't fall over. There. Gonna have some jam. Actually, we'll just use peanut butter on first. Oh, peanut butter on there, Ranger. Yeah, so it's a nice little bun. Oh, I didn't cut it first. No, I did. It's a two-hand job, buddy. Two-hand job, yeah. So the peanut butter looks exactly like you'd expect peanut butter to look. Sadly, it's smooth. Crunchy for life, buddy. Always crunchy. Crunchy's always better. But I understand, again, trying to appeal to the most of people. Even people who prefer crunchy like smooth too. There might be some people who will only eat smooth. Picky people ruin it for everybody. Yeah, I'm talking to you, smooth peanut butter eaters. Good boy. We'll give Ranger a little bit of sandwich. Yeah. A little bit of sandwich for Ranger. So I'm sure I wasn't really paying attention, but I bet you he was pretty much ignoring me until I started opening food, wasn't he? Old beagle dog. There. Little peanut butter and jam sandwich. How nice is that? You kind of get really a couple of meals in this with all the snacks and whatnot. Alright, so little peanut butter and jam sandwich. The bread is a little bit dry, but perfectly edible. Very good. When you consider what this is meant for, it's excellent. Great. Okay, I'm going to break that in smaller pieces. Here, buddy. I don't give him people food very often, so he doesn't quite know what to do with it. Anyway, try a smaller piece. Yeah, big wags, like the smaller pieces, yeah. There we go, buddy. There you go. Okay, so it's a full wag review from back there. I like it too. I suspect the way that I'm kind of picking away at this, waiting for this main course to heat up, is probably the way that most MREs would get eaten. I hadn't really thought about it until now, but you open it all up like this. I mean, you certainly could wait for your main course to finish, but you're sitting here, food on the mind. Why wouldn't you just do this? Right. The drinks will have to wait because I'm going to use that water to make my... Oh, I should make the grape drink first, though, before it's boiling. I have enough. Alright, let's try that. It's just warm water right now, so it's not too bad. Alright, so, grape sports drink. Excellent. Ooh! Oh. Snow fell off the tree up there. That didn't go down the back of my neck. That is something that I don't think I'm unique in saying I do not enjoy. Exactly like you'd expect grape sport drink to look. Purpley. Damn it. I gotta cool it down again. Ugh. And a very efficient method I got going on here. Pine needle. Alright, and I'm gonna seal her up. Okay, it's a little bit warm. I'll let that cool off a bit before we drink it. This little stove works really well. It boils up water pretty quick. But obviously, starting from snow takes a little bit longer. That's all right. Very excited. I'm a big fan of lamb to begin with. So I am predisposed to liking this. So really, lamb and vegetable stew, how can you mess that up? Alright, that's starting to boil. I'm going to put this in. Ooh. I'm going to squish it down some more bits in the water. And I do have a bit too much water in there. Since it's warm, I'm going to take it off and make coffee. That's good. Oh, I keep slipping right towards that stove. I'm going to slip and send it flying. Alright. So, this was unplanned, but speaking of gifts, I'm on a... Oh! Horrible. I'm on a Moscow Mule kick, drink-wise. And my family got me a set of copper mugs. They have the proper mugs to drink the Moscow Mules in. First time I've had a purpose-made mug like that. Okay, I should have torn more of a hole there. It's taking forever. Here we go. So, Nescafe Sweet and Creamy Original Instant Coffee Mix. Sounds good. Mix this up. Help. Alright, Nescafe Sweet and Creamy Coffee. Oh, it's good. It is sweet. Yeah, that's really good. So, get a shot in there. I don't know if you can see it. But it looks like it's already got creamer and sugar in it. Certainly sugar, don't need any of that. So I think it would be fine just like that for just about anybody. The one thing I was making fun of picky people earlier. There's not really much I don't like, except for sweet things, which is like this grape drink might be the only thing out of this that I might turn my nose up a bit at it. I'm not a big fan of sugary stuff. This isn't too bad. I usually take my coffee black, so this is definitely sweeter than I normally have it. Nice warm drink today, though. Warm my hands up. Dish is done. try a little grape drink. I'm going to try it right out of that pouch. I assume that's what it's meant for. It's a pretty hefty pouch. If you're off on your own, you're not going to have a whole cutlery set with you. You're just going to have... The whole point of an MRE is it's meant to be self-contained. So this is exactly like you would expect from a grape sport drink. It's sweet, it's grapey, Kool-Aid-like. No surprises. Pretty good. Alright, I'm going to call that done. We don't need hot water anymore, so I can just shut that right off. Now, I could empty that into a bowl, but I think I'm just going to eat right out of the package. I'm so awkward trying to keep my butt relatively dry. Oh yeah, it's cooler now. So, can't really show you this easily. It looks like a really nice stew. God, it's delicious. It's fantastic. Again, for most of these things, nice and spicy, really good. For most of these things, I kind of put a caveat on it, when you consider what it is. Like that hamburger bun, if we bought that in a store, you wouldn't be happy with it. But for what it is in an MRE, it was great. This is not like this. This is really good stew. I'd be happy to get this in a restaurant. Every spoonful's got lamb in it. Little vegetables. Of course, can't be too big in a little pack like this, but quite good. Let's see what the beagle says. Let's see what the beagle says. Here, buddy. What do you think, buddy? Oh, it's got the wag's approval there. Beagle definitely approves. Now he's eating the snow. Wow. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with this. Great quality stuff. Can't imagine what the poor soldiers of yesteryear had to eat when they were actually in battle. Like, imagine what would have been so hard to get them half decent food. How happy would you be to get a nice meal like this? Delish. Just like in a fine restaurant, you tip your bowl up and drink right out of it. Wow. Really, I'm surprised is the right word. Sorry, buddy. I was a pig. Didn't save you any. I was a pig. Alright. I'm gonna say this would be more than I would eat at a lunchtime meal. What's in there? Remember the stew was 220 calories, I'm thinking it was. Curious what the dessert one would be. Ooh. The dessert one is 140 calories. Stew 3. Almost 400 calories. Chocolate bar would be a couple hundred, I guess. I'm guessing totally. Bum, bum, bum. Doesn't say. There it is. 260. It's 650. Oh, excuse me. Why don't they make these standard so you can find the goddamn calories? There it is, 140. What was that? 750, 850, say 9. So, trail mix and Tic Tacs and drinks. This would be, I don't know, 11 or 1200 calories altogether. Okay, meal, I guess. Pretty hefty. But I guess if you're eating these, you're supposed to be at war, building equipment around. So if you had 3 full ones of these a day, you'd be up in like 3,600 calories, which is probably what you need for someone at war. I don't really know, but you definitely need more than I need sitting at my desk at work. So these are sliced apples in a kind of sauce, just juice maybe. So they look great. They just look like nicely fresh sliced apples. They're slightly soft. I would say they're partially cooked, parboiled maybe. I'm just guessing for 2 reasons. 1, to kill off any bacteria that was on them before they package them. And 2, because they're a little soft. Very good. A little sweet for me, but I would say most people would have no problem with that. I'm clearly not having a very big problem with it. My dog doesn't eat fruit or vegetables, so I can't offer him any of this. He eats meat and, oddly enough, chickpeas. Dropped one on the floor one time and he gobbled it up. My mom told me she gave him some one time when she was looking after him, and I didn't believe her. Sorry, Mom. He loves chickpeas. That was excellent. Okay. I'm going to save everything else for the rest of the day. I'm going to walk home. I don't know if I'll eat it on the way home or not. Probably not, but I'll eat it throughout the day. Oh, I let this freeze. Womp womp. Thawed out. I would say, overall, I am pleasantly surprised at the quality in that MRE. I wasn't expecting it to be terrible, don't get me wrong. I thought it would be half decent, but that is definitely a step above what I was expecting, especially that stew. I don't know what the lifespan of an MRE is. Got to be a couple of years anyway, I'm thinking. And nice. But that was overall fantastic. Yeah, I would, they weren't really on my radar before I got this for Christmas. I would definitely consider, for fun, with a bunch, maybe if we went camping sometime, to just get a bunch of different ones and try them out. Did I see a price tag on that? I did. So there's a $22 price tag on that. I have no idea if that's normal or they got overcharged or undercharged, but I'm guessing they got it at like a camping store. Probably you can probably get them cheaper online, I'm guessing. Nice. That's, and again, for my American friends, that's $20 Canadian, which is different, sadly. All right, I am going to pack up and head out. Thanks very much for watching this, and yeah, I hope to get some more log furniture building going soon. Like I say, I like to do that outdoors, and the weather just has not been conducive since the end of the summer, really. It's been raining heavily most of the time, so even on a nice day I've got other things I have to do, and so I haven't been able to get to it. So hopefully in the spring things will improve and I'll be able to get back at it. Thanks a lot, and see you soon. Oh, please subscribe. There, buddy. Done.